What up, man?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings to the Lone Star State and the Alamo City of San Antonio, Texas. Tonight, we've 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup as it'll be the Tigers of Mexico City taking on the Thunderbirds of San Antonio. Just about for a start. Happy to have you with us. And we are underway here on Thursday night prime time. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ball to the 35 as they can come up first and 10. Thursday night game. Think a lot of teams probably shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct? I think you're right about that because just don't have the amount of time that you have in a week to put in a playbook. So as you said, shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that works best for you. Thursday night, it's a pickup of 17 first down. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through. Yeah, that's kind of teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. If you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it. Now we'll play here. First down. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down. Look at this defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets. One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance. From the 38 now, here comes second and 8. First drive here, the first time we've called the tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last. No, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers getting as this game goes on. They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Martinez. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here. How about how it's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go. Sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and it's safe to start this game. And he has met down this stretch, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now 3rd down.
Somebody fucking my bitch.
Well, they'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
sense of word. And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what the offense is going to do before the ball's even snap. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On fourth down. Looks like they're going to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They can convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this push down on the ground. He's tracked behind the scrimmage. 2 yards on the second and 12.
Sometimes I think quarterbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. To throw. Darn. Keep it. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
That's an early scramble if you view positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're going to give up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
To throw now. Dart. It's a short here. Complete to the tight end. Into space at 45. He's blocked after a very nice game. Big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Dark going to look to throw here. It's intercepted. He's able to get it back to the 40-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Operating to the gun. Potts. He's going to line up the arrow. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Pass through there by Tyson Campbell. You look at this defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. Down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people. Put them on the ground.
Now on third and look to throw. That's complete. He's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The second round pick leads this offense well. Headed for the first down.
Everybody's trying to get ahead, but how about the way they field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10. As they've got things rolling on this drive. Now again, right side. It's Crawford. And he's going to take this about the right around 3 yards. But no more than that. Second down.
That was a big play to start winning the battle front and winning it in a big way and giving the guy in the backfield a nice man to hit.
No score after one on EA Sports. On to the second quarter, Mexico City in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Off the play fake. Potts on the RPO. He'll keep it himself. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First down, Mexico City.
Up the middle, Achane. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. This will be caught at about the 3. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Tigers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0.
Thunderbirds, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
They go play action with Dart. That's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Thunderbirds are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Back to throw. Potts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well. Think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a 1st down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So no gain on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10. In motion is Grant. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Potts. Airing it out deep for Smith. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Then he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in the hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Receiver complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Let's go.
Man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Here's Dart. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. He's going to try and take off with it. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Throwing his dart. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Thunderbirds have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Thunderbirds 14. Tigers 7.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. A final shot before break. Potts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Now he'll let it go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Let's go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And on now is the punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now it's Wilson.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
19 tight, 19 tight. Here we go.
A play fake, and now it's Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here, because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Dart. Well, this one incomplete. I couldn't hang on to it. in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Play action now. Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. In motion is Grant. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. His throw incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't ready up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Potts. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Loose inside the 30. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll go play action here with Dart. He'll try and do this himself. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And what a big-time play there. 46 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Back to throw. Potts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 11 yards there. 1st down.
Again, 11 on the play. 1st down, Tigers.
Looking to throw. Potts. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And Wilson with it, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
A gain of 15. And the Mexico City first down.
They'll look to throw again. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Operating from the gun, Potts. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Out of the gun now on third down. Now he's going to step up and run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's going the other way. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's caught. Touchdown. Trey Tucker with career touchdown number 60. And the Thunderbirds are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
Thunderbirds 26, Tigers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll look to throw here on first down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. This one finds Wilson downfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Only took him 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Tigers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Keeps the score. Thunderbirds 26, Tigers 13.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
We're all about the numbers, huh?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
26-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. With his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Thunderbirds are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Or are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He finds his man complete. That's Martinez. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Potts over the middle, complete. It's Martinez. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Tigers.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Caught. It's Wilson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Going right back to Wilson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Potts. He finds his man complete. That's Martinez. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Tigers are able to cut into that deficit. Point after try forthcoming. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Thunderbirds 34, Tigers 20.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they're giving up that type of field position.
And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Thunderbirds have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Tigers 20.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
2nd and 10. Now he's going to step up and run. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking up one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.